deserve a round of applause. Yeah, a young woman trying to raise up a young man. Told her baby daddy she was pregnant and just ran. Never heard from him and was quite worse. No child support, got her clutching on the light purse. And need a buck stomach growling, she didn't eat enough. Gave her son what she had, trying to fill him up. Working 62 hours a week, just so you could put some new shoes on his feet. Any dude that you meet, gotta get on track with how your son comes first. You at his b-ball practice. In the stands, clapping hands for your little man. Cheering for him, letting him know that you his biggest fan. As he advanced, you watching him get taller. Turn 18, sound excited as he called you. Made you cry as he gave you acknowledgement. He said a top school offered him a scholarship. You deserve a round of applause. You deserve a round of applause.
Hello, I'm Tyra Jackson. I'm your host, and thank you for tuning in to Street Therapy. Today's topic of discussion is single parenting and the dating scene. How important is it to really set some healthy boundaries so our kids won't be neglected and we can enjoy a social life as well? So today we have two beautiful ladies. Well, actually we have three beautiful ladies here to share the topic of the discussion. So we'll go ahead and start from right to left and introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about you.
Absolutely. Hello, my name is Andrea Adams, and I am a wife to a wonderful husband, and I have two precious little boys.
Yay!
Thank you.
All right. Hi, my name is Gwen, and I am blessed, bald, and beautiful. I am single, and I'm also a fashion consultant.
Yay! Well, I really thank you guys for coming in to help me talk about this because it's a very important topic, and I think we can give some pretty important information out there that could be of use to people that are single and they don't know how to date. And we have a beautiful special guest here today, Tiffany Crawford. Thank you for
welcome.
Welcome,
Thank
Tiffany.
you so much for inviting me.
And I would like for you to go ahead and tell us about your organization and what you're doing
Well, I myself and my mother, Valerie Moore, we run a nonprofit organization by the name of Set Free with Divine Intervention. And it started off in 2005 where we just saw a need for at-risk youth. We've seen a lot of males going to jail, getting kicked out of their homes, not really having any financial assistance, any jobs. And we started a home that helped them with job readiness, just learning how to complete a resume, just the simple things that we kind of take for granted that we know. Right. And that was ages 18 to 25. In 2010, we expanded our vision for pregnant women with children, women with children and pregnant women as well, I should say. And now we have two separate homes, one for the males, and then we have one for the women with children. And the second home was something that was really, close to my heart because I am a single woman. Yes. I am a parent of a beautiful 3-year-old Trenton. Wow. And, he was born halfway in the pregnancy process. I had him at 5 months. Wow. 5 months, well, 23 weeks and 5 days. And he barely, made it here by the grace of God. He is here with me today.
Praise God.
He is a miracle baby. So, we provide counseling for the women at the home and help them with trying to find jobs and, relationships and all those types of things. So I'm really blessed. I'm really blessed.
That sounds
you.
great.
It is.
It's great.
Thank you.
Gosh, and you've been through a lot, and again, thank you for coming here, and I appreciate everything that you're doing, which that's going to take me into our first question for today is how important is it to put your kids' needs first before our own? So many, I'm sure you see a lot of women at the shelter that they have low self-esteem and they want so much to be in a relationship that they don't put their kids' needs first. It's all about the man and not their kids. So how important is it for us to really focus on our children and why is that?
Well,
I'm sorry.
I think it's extremely important for them to focus on fixing themselves because that tends to be the problem is that, it's so, focused on, dating or the kids. You can't focus on anything until you get yourself right first, get your mind right, and get your goals in order. Because those things are out of order, they tend to, be all over the place. I need a date. I need a husband, a father for my child. I need, my child this, my child needs that. But until they focus on getting themselves fixed, setting their goals, and getting those short-term goals accomplished, they can't really focus on taking care of the kids. Right. So they need to learn how to do that first, just take care of themselves within first.
Yes, I know, because, you know, being a single parent myself, you know, we all want somebody to, you know, love and cherish us, but, you know, it starts with, you know, loving ourselves and focusing on our kids to make sure that they're emotionally stable and they have a safe place. We just can't bring anybody into our relationship.
Amen.
Yeah.
And again, that leads me to that we get lonely sometimes, and how do we get over the fear of being lonely and not be angry with our kids? Because a lot of times when you're by yourself and maybe you have friends that want to go out and, you know, they're having fun and they call you up and you can't, you know, hang out with them. Right. You know, so what steps should we take that we don't fall into that depression mode, or where we're looking at someone else wishing that we were out there having a good time and we're stuck with the kids? Because a lot of times people take it out on their kids when they can't socialize, you know. So, you know, how can we, you know, focus more on what's important, you know, by spending more time with our kids, maybe helping them with homework, or maybe finding activities that we can do with them that doesn't make it seem that, you know, we're lonely and that we're not enjoying spending, you know, time with our kids.
Well, what I like to say is, we always talk about it takes a village to raise a child. We all, when you have children, you need to have a village, so that way you don't get lonely, you don't get depressed. You have that sister, that brother, that cousin, that friend.
Support system.
That support system, so that you can, I mean, because if you're happy internally, you eject that onto your children, and then they're happy. You have your time where you're spending time with your kids and you're having fun with them. Then you call up whomever and say, hey, would you mind watching the kids tonight so that I can go out with my girls? You know, you plan it in advance. You know, you at least try to plan it in advance. You know, you have your calendar. This weekend I'm going to spend it with the kids. This weekend I'll see if so-and-so. And if you have girlfriends, you take turns watching each other's children. It can be done, you know, it can be done. If you have the right support system, you know, in your life, and the right friends and family, you have people that will help you with your kids, and you in turn help them with theirs. So it can be done. I mean, I just really believe it can be done.
So do you see that a lot, Tiffany, when you're, you know, do the girls have a curfew, or do they go out?
You know, I do, you know, hear some complaints from the girls that, you know, I wish I could go out more, I wish I can do more things, and they're kind of, you know, worried about everybody just going out and doing stuff, and they have to be there with the kids. And, you know, sometimes if, you know, if the need is, you know, where they just need to get out, I need to release, I need to do something, you know, we might stay and watch the kids for them just so that they can get that time, because everybody needs time for themselves. Yes. You know, but at the same time, just to address what you were asking, is, you know, the anger part, I just think that it's important to remember that it's not your child's fault, you know, why you might have to be home. At the end of the day, this is your child, and when I feel like when I had my child, I knew from that point on that he is my responsibility, whether I'm married or I'm not married. A man can leave at any time,
Right.
And you're always there to stay. And when I put that in my mind, I just start being able to come to grips with things and just be more content. And also just by putting God first. You know, when I seek Him and keep seeking Him, just things start happening. People want to watch my son for me all of a sudden. Oh, we want him to come for the weekend.